Ata Maria, I'm Cherie Kinnear, and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Fears further action from the rail protesters will cost the freight industry time and money. Protesters from Restore Passenger Rail have stopped peak hour traffic in Wellington 5 times in the past 2 weeks. That includes yesterday when the group stopped all southbound lanes of Transmission Gully. Transporting New Zealand Chief Executive Nick Leggett says anything that creates more traffic is bad for them.
We're particularly concerned along State Highway 1 all the way into the airport because it is at peak times it's already congested, and this adds to that and it adds to stress for all drivers.
Meanwhile, another protest which could see a slow trip this afternoon for some commuters as farmers take a stand against the government. Thousands are expected to gather in the country's main centres in retaliation to the proposed livestock emissions plan. Groundswell's Bryce McKenzie isn't expecting chaos but says there'll be some disturbance on the roads as tractors can only travel at 40 kilometres per hour. He says they want to send a strong message on how disastrous it'll be.
This is going to take roughly a quarter of farms out of production in New Zealand. It's actually 26% of them. So if that happens, that's going to have massive repercussions.
One lucky Kiwi is $16 million richer after last night's Lotto Powerball draw. The life-changing win has been confirmed on Lotto's website with the winning numbers 10, 12, 17, 25, 30 and 32. One player also took home $200,000 in strike. It's the second big prize to be struck this month and comes only weeks after a syndicate of 24 people claimed a whopping $23.3 million. Disappointment for many after the Crown's appeal of teen rapist Jaden Meyer's 9-month home detention sentence was declined. The now 18-year-old was convicted of raping 4 15-year-old girls and sexually violating a 5th. Although the appeal's been denied, High Court Justice Sally Fitzgerald says the sentencing process lacked transparency. Wayne Brown is meeting with Jacinda Ardern this morning, his first since being elected Auckland Mayor. The Prime Minister says she was hoping to find common ground. Our newsroom understands Brown invited her to hold a joint media conference, but Ardern declined. She will instead travel across town to meet with former National leader Simon Bridges in his new capacity as head of the Auckland Business Chamber. And to the UK, British Prime Minister Liz Truss is trying to cling on to power after another high-profile resignation from her cabinet. Suella Braverman is stepping down as UK Home Secretary after sending an official document from a personal email address in a breach of ministerial rules. She's issued a blistering attack on Truss's government, accusing them of pretending it isn't making mistakes and hoping things will magically come right. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more stories and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.